what do 2-year-old children like to say as much as they like to say the word no?
Ooh, that was my only guess. I don't know. Oh, I think they want to do it by themselves.
That's one of them. There's another one too.
I don't know.
I really want that.
Yes.
You know, go shopping with a 2-year-old and, you know, particularly down the cereal aisle. And
just don't go down the cereal.
Yeah, I want it. You know, there's this very, you know, that's about the point where they start experiencing this very visceral desire for something in the environment. Mm-hmm. And the thing is, that really never goes away. Like, so being 2 is where it starts to develop, and that's very visible. Mm-hmm. We tend to get better from a social standpoint at controlling it or not being as obnoxious about it. But the fact is, before someone's going to be willing to purchase anything, they have to want it.
Yes.
And desire, which is the model we're talking about right now, it's not enough to get someone's attention. It's not enough to put your message out there in front of them and say, my job is done now. That's not effective marketing.
You're right.
Effective marketing, yes, gets their attention, makes them aware, but it also makes them want it. It makes them desire what it is that you have to offer. And without that visceral feeling of desire, people will probably, because they're busy, people will not go out and seek more information and go to the point where they'll actually buy it. Now, desire is critical, but also, you know, from a moral ethical standpoint, this is the part of marketing that as business owners, as business people, we tend to get really uncomfortable with this part of the process.
With the desire part?
With the desire part.
How so?
Or provoking desire in other people, because there's like the pop culture image of, you know, the marketer as a shadowy hypnotist who, you know, magically makes people want things they don't want or don't need. And it can feel, or it can be perceived as being extremely manipulative. Which, there are ways that you can be manipulative, and I don't recommend them. But you can't have an effective marketing message without actively encouraging someone to want something. So, and the fact of the matter is that people do want things, and it's almost impossible. And this is where the shadowy hypnotist part is a myth. You cannot make someone want something they don't already want at some level.
Right.
You can encourage, you can present it in an attractive way, but if there's no interest there, like there's no way of, you know, subliminal messaging or, you know, all of these things to make somebody want something that they don't already want or need at some level.
Absolutely.
So that's where people start to get uncomfortable with it, but it is a necessary part of marketing, and you kind of have to come to peace with it's okay for other people to want something. It's okay to present information that makes other people want something.
Absolutely.
Because at some level, if they don't want it, they're not receptive to it, and they won't pay attention to you anyway.
And this may be more of a sales thing, but it kind of goes back to that old adage, nobody wants to be sold to, but people do want to buy. And I think the better you can provoke someone's desire, the less you're going to feel like an asshole salesperson. You don't have to do a hard sell.
Right.
If you can be better at provoking the desire, and it's actually way more fun, lets you have such a much better relationship with who you're selling to, whether it's one-on-one or whether it's a really broad base of people.
Right.
So I think it's important to remember that this is critical to making the sales part much easier.
Right. And, you know, the essence of effective marketing is, and this is where it intersects back with the core human drives that we talked about in value creation, the essence of effective marketing is finding out what people want first.
Yes.
And then providing it to them in a way that meets that need. And if you have that good intersection between having something people want and presenting it in a way that's attractive, that's where the sweet spot is. Good. So, and that's, you know, because it's impossible to make somebody want what they don't want, then, you know, that's where effective marketing campaigns are born. You're already offering something people want. You're just presenting it in a light that allows them to do that.
Perfect.
And so, you know, there's the old question, what do people want? And we've already talked about that. That's the core human drives. So whenever you're building any type of marketing message, whatever it is that you're offering, the objective of the message is not just to get their attention and maintain their interest. The objective is to make them want it. And the more you can make somebody want something, the more engaged a prospect you're going to have when it actually comes time for the selling process.
All right.
Which is the benefit. All right. That is desire.